You.
Hey there, we are in Holdenville, Oklahoma, and we have had a pretty serious motor controller issue. And, I'd just like to say that I've been working with this company out of New Zealand for a couple of years now. I have two of their controllers, and they're absolutely amazing components. It's an amazing guy that builds them, but it's been really hard with this situation to get the support that I need to deal with the problem that I'm having, on the road. And, like I said, it's a smaller company. It's not the controller that was designed for our motor. It's a controller that has an opportunity to charge. So every motor controller in an electric vehicle does regenerative braking, right? So it is a charger already, and I've always felt, why don't they just make the motor controller and the charger one thing? So you actually plug into that, it's already connected to the batteries, it already has the software to handle charging. This company did that. I was really excited, and I've used the controller. We did 1,000 miles with the controller, and it's been awesome until it wasn't. And so I'm kind of caught between a rock and a hard place as far as what to do. However, I did get an opportunity through Brian Hall of Thunderstruck Motors, Santa Rosa, California. Brian's been very supportive of our company. He has some UQM controllers, overstock, great prices. He'll set it up with, what I need to just out of the box put it in and run it. Now, it's a lot of changes that I need to make, a lot of fabrication changes. The dimensions of the controller are different. The cooling system is different. It's different. But it is a much more sophisticated controller made for electric buses and specifically a lot of other larger electric vehicles. So we're going to go with that. I might still try to fix the original controller and kind of try to get to the bottom of what was going on. I will use this controller for other projects of my own. But as far as, this situation, the reason we're out here and the reason we're putting this vehicle through tests is to really see how everything performs and make sure that when this trip is over, that everything has been pushed to its limits and really tested so that we can come up with this amazing recipe of a vehicle. And that means the solar panels, all the solar charging controllers, obviously the motor, the regenerative braking, the drivetrain, which I designed myself. Everything here needs to be tried and true and tested and proven, because our goal is to, for the first time ever with our company, is to kind of do the same thing twice and just keep testing and improving, finding better parts, and of course our vehicles are designed so that everything is accessible and designed to be serviced by the owner. So we're designing things as simple as we can. Most people have a phone and they know how to, use an app and look at a value, and that makes it really easy for me to communicate on how to fix a component. Even if the individual needed to bring it to a regular shop, I could, work with the shop and say, hey, we just need to, for example, replace this pump. It's just like a pump that you would use on an oil cooler or a transmission cooler on an IC engine vehicle. So we're really working on having, that service part of things handled too. So that's what's up. We've had a lot of time to, get our solar panels wired up. We're going to be finishing that today. We're really excited to get out there and get the numbers. I've been tempted to kind of tease people with what I've seen just from our top panel, which is it's only been in the sun half of the day. We do have some obstructions, some telephone poles and trees. So we're not even getting a full day on this panel, and it's pulling 10 miles. So it's pretty awesome to just, day after day, 20, 30, 40, 50. And of course, that's only 1/4 of our power. So that means without even trying, probably half of the day, we're pulling upwards 30 to 40, maybe even 50 miles in a single day, like I say, without even trying. So it's looking really good. And we're realizing that by looking at some of the numbers winter sun is definitely, it's not in the sky for as long. It's not as high in the sky, so it's pushing through a lot more atmosphere. But because it's a little cooler out in the winter, the panels put out more power. Hot solar panels decrease their output. So having a little cool air on the panels has increased that output, probably not to the point of being comparable to solar charging in the summer, but a lot closer than I had thought, right? Part of the reason we took this trip in the winter is because that's just when we finished the vehicle. But I was really glad to see, okay, what is going to be the worst solar performance of this vehicle? You know, what is going to be the bottom of the barrel? And that's what we like to tell people. For example, we're running 175 miles of range, no problem. We have plenty of extra, easy 200 miles, okay? That is actual miles. Now, my Tesla doesn't even quite do that. My Model Y Tesla, if I get 200 miles, that's great. But what does it advertise at? 316. So I could say this is a 316, mile range vehicle, but the relationship that I want to have with our clients is a relationship of honesty and reality, so that when you get in this vehicle, you're going to get what we're telling you you're going to get. So when I say a 200 miler, compared to industry standards, it's more like 300 advertised. And the truth is, if you really slow down, and of course you're traveling with your home on your back like a tortoise here, if you really slow down, and this is what I'm looking forward to doing, is some back roads, 45 mile an hour, chilling with the family, making tea while we're cruising, and then I think we're going to get even more range, maybe upwards 250, who knows, even more. But we are also interested in doing this trip so that we can give actual numbers of range with mountains, with temperatures, and even in snow and sleet and rain conditions, as we saw in Minnesota, minus 14 below. So we are able to say, hey, here's what you're really going to get, not some pie in the sky estimates. So we're out here doing the dirty work so that people can enjoy what we've enjoyed so much in our life, and that's just hanging out, smelling the roses, letting the sun spill miles into our vehicle while we're enjoying this beautiful country.